Hi, in this presentation box here we have a dummy bullet camera that comes with LED, infrared, IR lights, which we can see here. So you can see the presentation box here, it's very neat and compact. If you look at the camera itself, it's extremely realistic, from the sun shield and weather guard on the top, to the actual mount on the bracket, to the actual overall materials, and the LED lights here are also extremely realistic. Okay, so we'd simply use the screws and plugs here if we were just marked out 4 holes and would just mount this normally on a wall or something like that. Okay, now one of the features in this is you can also add batteries onto the remote or onto the actual camera here. What I'm going to do is I'm just using a fine Phillips screwdriver here. I'm just going to lean forward here. I'm just going to take out this screw here. You can see where I'm unscrewing it there. It just allows me to take off that cover, and I can actually pull out the entire thing here. So you can see here, and I'll just there. So if we did want to come along and use batteries on it, they're AAA batteries we'd use, just 2 of them. So you put one there and one there. So the first thing you'll notice is there's no actual on-off switch on this. If I simply slot this in here, it immediately starts to work, and I can just screw this back on. So normally what you'd be doing is you'd simply put the battery in there and it just flashes away like that. So you can see it's extremely impressive. You can imagine that at night time, something like that would definitely very much give the impression that it's a real camera. And if you come along and actually focus in, looking at very closely things like that, it still comes along and it's extremely realistic from that perspective. One thing I find a little bit of a pain on it is that there's no on-off switch on in terms of battery, but they're saying on this that a set of batteries might, with that level of flashing, could actually last for a couple of months, things like that. So I suppose it's not a huge issue on it. But certainly of the cameras we stock, and we have a range within our CCTV thing, and very close inspection things like this, all the rest of it. This is for me probably one of the most realistic, simply because the LEDs are so realistic on it. It looks exactly like a typical camera that would be fitted these days to a lot of things. And it could be used, we'll say, if you're aiming it out. It's like a camera that look not outplaced both internally and also externally. So that's it anyway, an overview of the dummy bullet camera with LED lights.